to clarify, this isn't the topic of my talk. It's a reminder to myself not to chicken out the sun. At 47, I stood in front of a coffee shop, hesitating to spend $1.80 for a cup of coffee. I had just left my corporate job. I didn't know when my next dollars would come from. So those early days were tough. It was hard not to spiral into negative scenarios. Because after all, I was in my late 40s. I was in a brutal job market and job discrimination was rampant. Yet even though I knew things were not going to be easy for me, I had an intuitive feeling that rushing into the next corporate job wasn't the answer for me. Because I know that life well, working 12 to 14-hour days, anticipating messages from the bosses over the weekend. And I think what wasn't the worst was this feeling of meaninglessness when you're caught in petty power struggles and frustrations that are very common in the corporate workplace. I had annual leave dates that I hadn't used for years because I had no time to take them. So I had enough and I wanted something different. But I was an employee for so many years, I didn't really know what different looked like. Nevertheless, I trusted the universe and I took a leap without a safety net. I don't recommend it, but I'm glad I did it. When I look back on my journey, this quote comes to mind. When you want something, all the universe conspires to help you achieve it. A few days into my unemployment, a friend connected me with an author who was looking for a publicist for her new book. That deal was the doorway to my new career path. For the first time, I experienced what work could feel like. I could work wherever I wanted, whenever I wanted. My client didn't care as long as I delivered the results. It was also the first time I realized I could make money without an institution behind me. Beyond the money, it was the rewarding relationship with my client that changed the trajectory of my career. I still have the screen grab of her WhatsApp message. It read, "You're amazing." I had merely informed her that I had secured an interview for her with an important media publication. So what amazed me was that something that I'd done routinely for years was of great value to another person. And it was validation that I never got in my corporate job. When the project ended, the client's testimonial said, "Hiring Betsy as my publicist was one of the best decisions I made." I didn't make it up, it is. So that gave me the confidence and validation that I can do this work full-time as a solopreneur. Another plus point was that this client is a leadership coach. Her book was about becoming a leader people love. To me, it felt like I was being paid to learn, and I was promoting a cause that was I believed in. This positive self-employment experience set me on the journey that I'm on today. People have asked me if I will go back to being an employee. I can't say for sure, but the answer for me now is no. Because I'm having too much fun. I set up my one-person communications consultancy, Dopamine Communications. Today, Dopamine Communications has clients in various industries. And I love what I do because I get paid to learn. Each client is a doorway to a new knowledge base. I have an AI startup client, so I'm always keeping up with developments in AI. I also have coincidentally clients in healthcare, so being in middle age, it really helps to learn about wellness tips that I can apply on my own. And recently, I have a client in private education. It's also made me realize how mainstream education needs to reform in the AI era. I think that maybe some of you who are wondering, can you make enough money doing this? And I think it's a fair question because we are living in possibly one of the world's most expensive cities. I can only say that at moments when I thought of giving up, new opportunities arose as if by divine appointment. So I really resonate with the previous speaker's speech about how the universe conspires to help you. Having done this for more than a year, it feels like my efforts are compounding because the more work I do, the more referrals I get. I have to be honest that not everything is hunky-dory. I'm very new on my journey. Half the time I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure things out. I make a lot of mistakes. And I'm constantly battling self-doubt and imposter syndrome. There are some days that I wish I had a boss to tell me what to do. Other days I wish I had colleagues to chat with. But overall, I would say it's been a worthwhile journey of discovery, learning, and fulfillment. Some have asked me what's the secret sauce to solopreneurship. I don't have the answer because I'm still figuring it out. But I will say that in my experience, the path appeared as I kept walking on it. If I were to point to something that helped make my path smoother, I'd say having low expectations helped. I don't mean having low standards. I mean, I'm not choosing to set revenue goals like I must make X figures this year. I'm choosing to put my focus on doing my best for the clients I have. I'm focusing on the joy of being able to do the work that I love. Because my journey is also about giving up societal definitions of success and honoring my values. To be honest, I used to value high pay and a big title, but now I value personal time, joy, and fulfillment more. I'm glad I took a leap of faith to explore a different life. So last week, I walked into Coffee Bean and ordered a large vanilla latte. It was a small indulgence and message to myself that I've succeeded in carving out a life that I enjoy. The leap is terrifying, but on the other side, there might be a life you didn't know you were allowed to have. I found mine, and I hope you find yours. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have some time, so I just like to give a shout out to my friends on the entrepreneurial path, Terra Headshots, Singapore